May I now invite Dr. David Adang Oginde to take his oath of office. Dr. Oginde, please.
Thank you.
Right hand. Please proceed.
I, Dr. David Adang Oginde, having been appointed Chairperson of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, do swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will faithfully and fully, impartially, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, discharge the trust, perform the functions, and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God. Let me begin by expressing my gratitude to all and many individuals and groups who have played a key role in bringing this journey to this critical point. First, I would wish to express my deepest gratitude to His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, for believing that I could make a contribution towards tackling one of the greatest challenges facing this country, and therefore entrusting me with the position of Chairperson of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Next, I would want to appreciate all who have been involved in the recruitment process, from the Public Service Commission to Parliament, for the open and transparent interviews and vetting process that culminated in the unanimous approval of my nomination and appointment. May I also thank Chief Justice and the judiciary for timely facilitation of this swearing-in ceremony that now ushers me into this office. May I also sincerely appreciate the many Kenyans who have extended their messages of congratulations, prayers, sympathy, commiseration on taking this task. I fully agree with them. Most importantly, I want to thank Jehovah God, whose face and mind I have sought before embarking on this audacious journey. And it is with that same gratitude and humility that I stand before you today to make a commitment to selflessly serve the country as the Chairperson of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Let me at the onset acknowledge that corruption is our worst enemy in this country. It is deep-rooted, it is widespread, it flies high to the heavens, and continues to adversely impact every sector of our public life, and especially the most vulnerable people in our society. There is no doubt that this is the one thing that we must work at taming, if not eradicating, if this country is to join the League of Developed Nations. Whereas I do not want to be presumptuous of what it will take to tackle this menace, I intend to build on the efforts of my predecessors especially our immediate former chairman, Archbishop Eliud Wabukala, under whose leadership the EACC experienced much stability and many assets that were recovered. I want to assure the country of my personal commitment to provide leadership in the formulation of effective anti-corruption strategies and promotion of ethics, integrity, and good governance through working closely with the actors in the justice sector. And I want to appreciate the efforts that are being made by Your Honor, the Chief Justice. Collaboration with state and non-state organs, involvement of citizens in the promotion of ethics and the fight against corruption. Moving forward, we intend as a commission to prioritize the taking of stock of the current efforts to inform future interventions, to strengthen corruption intervention, to address the root causes of the vice, to forge strategic partnerships with relevant people for a holistic approach to tackling this matter. In order to realize the proposed measures, we'll be seeking support in the following areas: the strengthening of the legal framework for the effective fight against corruption and the recovery of corruptly acquired assets, institutional support to ensure adequate capacity to fight corruption, public and private sector institutions to put in place effective measures to prevent corruption and unethical conduct, and a nationwide anti-corruption campaigns to enlist the support of all Kenyans to reduce the incidences of corruption. I do recognize the high expectations placed on the Commission in curbing corruption and the promotion of good governance, ethics, and integrity. I believe that as a Commission, we are entrusted with a great task, and with God's guidance, the right working environment, and collaborative efforts, we envision an integrity-driven Kenya that will grow into a first world country. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Kenya.
First of all, my apologies to invite you and not have a place for you to sit. We are still trying to figure out how we can build a Supreme Court that can be able to accommodate everybody and treat everybody with dignity. So you will bear with us. My very, very warm congratulations to you, Bishop Dr. David Oginde, on your appointment as the Chairperson of Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. I also wish to take this opportunity to wish you all the best in your new role and responsibilities. As we all acknowledge, EACC is a very vital institution in our country's quest to uphold the rule of law, to promote good governance, and most importantly, to fight corruption. I wish to draw your attention to the fact that Chapter 6 of the Constitution indeed represents Kenyans' long-held hope for a corruption-free country. The EACC that you are going to provide leadership to is intended to be a good governance enhancing institution. Thus, Kenyans expect you to work towards the realization of the goal of strengthening our constitutional democracy through robust investigations and enforcement of the laws that are all enacted to combat graft in our country. I therefore urge you, together with the other commissioners and staff of EACC, that you discharge your mandate. As you discharge your mandate, you always bear in mind that Kenyans are vested in you a very huge responsibility of leading the war against an enemy that we have all identified and confirmed, the enemy of our nation, which is corruption. And the enemy, being corruption, has eroded public trust in our public institutions. Corruption has undermined development and has threatened our national security in many ways. Corruption is a menace that must be confronted with courage, determination, and integrity. When I read your CV, I was most impressed by your achievements, and most importantly, your belief and faith. And being a bishop, I think it's a completely handed advantage to this law that you're going, to this huge responsibility you have taken to lead an institution that is entrusted with safeguarding public interests and promoting public confidence. You will, as you know, be guided by the values and principles that are in the Constitution, especially the values of transparency, accountability, impartiality, and integrity in all the things that you do. I urge you, our bishop, to also foster a culture of collaboration and cooperation with other stakeholders, because this war cannot be won by one institution alone. Under the National Council on the Administration of Justice, NCAJ, the judiciary and other actors in the justice chain will work with you, because we are committed to working closely and supporting the EACC to deliver on the mandate. I believe that together we can make a difference in transforming our country for the better. I also appeal to all Kenyans to support EACC and you, the chairperson, in all the efforts that you put together to combat corruption and promote ethical conduct in our society. We all have a role to play in ensuring that our country is free from corruption and that our resources are used for the benefit of all. If we all took up that responsibility and rejected, as we must, and report any acts of corruption that we encounter or witness, definitely we would do better as a country to eradicate corruption. Because there is always a constant demand of accountability. And this demand is heavier on our leaders and public servants, because indeed under the Constitution, we are the servants of the people. We must also uphold our national values and aspirations as enshrined in the Constitution. I take this opportunity to wish you all the best and promise you of our support as the judiciary. The oath that you have taken today will guide you in your day-to-day, and the only advice I give to people that I swear in office is just to never depart from that oath of office or depart from the law. Whatever you do, let it be according to that oath of office and according to the law. In addition, this oath equally requires you to serve the country to the best of your abilities, bearing in mind the enormous responsibility that is placed before you. I wish you and the entire commission all the best as you deliver on this mandate. I thank all of you for coming and for listening to me and for joining me to congratulate our Bishop, Dr. Oginde, as he takes the responsibility that has been placed before him. God bless you and God guide you in all your undertakings. Thank you.